Now, how did he do that? He was behind those guys when they came off that corner last lap, and we got trouble off turn 2. Big trouble.
That's the 90. Lance Norwich hard into the wall, and there's another one that spun just beyond him.
Yeah, it just looks like it come out on him.
He was already sideways and tried to correct it, and a little overcorrected it, and went right back into the turn 2 outside wall.
Well, that's not going to make Mom and Dad happy if they came up today to watch him run. Boy, still popped that inside wall.
Got a
pretty
second.
hard. Yeah. Boy, this is going to be right into our camera. I don't know how AJ, what happened? How did he get in that mess?
I think he was trying to avoid.
Carl Edwards is out in front. And we're hearing that Danica Patrick has brushed the wall. Yes, she has. She has damage to the right front. She had been running in the top 15 all night long, but she'll have to come down pit road now with that damage. Another trouble right here on the front straightaway as Kenny Wallace, who's had a great year, is not going to end it on the note that he wanted as our 10th caution comes out. He's up against the wall and then gets a little push.
It was actually Strimmy that got up against the wall, and I think he just slowed up in front of Kenny.
You're right. You're right, Andy.
You just know where to go. I mean, it just everybody stacked up behind Strimmy.
The proverbial chain reaction, and unfortunately for Kenny, he's the guy who bears the brunt of it.
National Speedway, caution on the track. Caution on the track. That's Randy LaJoie in the 34. Curtis Davis is in it.
Big impact.
Yeah, he hit
Pretty hard, whatever he hit.
You see LaJoie letting down the window net.
Zero car. Wow.
Oh.
Wow, that
picked him right off the ground.
All 4 wheels came off the ground. Randy had nowhere to go.
No, that was Paul Wolf in the 12.
Hey, Paul kind of came down on him some, and they just got together and all went downhill from there.
Boy, LaJoie just looked up. Saw nothing but race car.
Zero's under him, and the 12 didn't go out to the wall.
Yep.
You know, the 12 didn't use all the racetrack, and wow, what an impact.
Got a little air there.
Curtis will feel that tomorrow.
Randy LaJoie has just climbed out of his car.
And give a little credit to Chad Walter, too, for keeping that team together and keeping that group up. And the fact that they haven't packed it in, knowing that they're short-timers, if you will. And there's a caution on the track as Danica Patrick has gone hard into the wall. It's been a tough day for Danica today.
Situation. Yeah, starts a little wobble. That was close.
It's like Steve just got in the back of her a little bit and got her loose.
Kevin Hamlin is the crew chief for Dale Earnhardt.
Oh, trouble! In the wall is Elliott hard. Bill Elliott hard as they went 3 wide. Ricky Rudd, I think, collects, or check that, Stacy Compton collects him. And Elliott's car, one of the fastest 3 here, is demolished.
Bill Elliott, he gets hit from behind by Mike Skinner, turned him right up into the wall. You can see everybody back there hoping he does not come back down the racetrack.
Here's another look. He's already up there. And here comes Compton. Knocks the right front into him. And this is Marlin. May have just been abrading the racetrack, sliding back up. That's a 31-degree.
Trouble, Joey Gase, off turn 2.
What happened there, bud?
Corner of that car.
I think you're going to see that right rear tire just explode right there.
Why?
Turn the car left into Townley.
Once again, Regan Smith right there where all of this is happening, but was able to just sneak by. See, Regan Smith is one, comes to the inside of
that
this
was
happening.
close.
For Darrell Walter, but he's looking good here this afternoon. Now, we'll replay the reason for our most recent caution a few laps ago. This was the 2-car incident involving Mike Alexander and Bobby Hillen, and the 75 car of Rick Wilson didn't know
Irwin and the rest of that group. Problems. David Green spins here on the main straightaway. On the racetrack. It'll be at lap number 10, and caution laps do count in this event.
They don't count in the Winston coming up later, but in this Winston Open, what happened here with David Green coming off the corner. Don't know if he got into some jam there with Park and the others.
Looked like Steve Park and the one there just off the corner there. Sometimes you'll lose momentum. It looked like Park may have just...
Well, BP, the longer this race goes, the better that car gets for Jason Leffler. They've been a little bit tight. And look at this. Kenny Wallace.
Oh, right in front of everybody. Earnhardt Jr. in the grass. Earnhardt gets into Tony Raines trying to avoid
And
Kenny
Raines
Wallace.
across the track. It's David Green.
Man.
7th caution period of the night. And here.
Leffler just got sideways corrected. We've seen it a bunch of times here. It just gets into Kenny Wallace. Earnhardt goes low. Raines goes low to miss him. And they just get tangled up together.
And that was Tony Raines that the 27 car David Green plowed into.
Kenny Wallace trying to hang on to it. Couldn't do it. Junior gets clipped.
Boy, and David Green had open racetrack. And all of a sudden that 33 car came sliding across the grass.
Drive by him. I think he had to get out of the throttle, Michael.
He did, and look at the momentum. Oh, and sideways.
Oh, back in the back. That's the 4 of Chase Miller. Chase Miller up on 2 wheels. A hard collision into the wall.
Hey guys, we just crashed.
Came down and made contact with a 75 of Dennis Setzer. He in turn ran into Brendan Gaughan. That's Brendan Gaughan, South Point Chevrolet right there. There's Cale Gale, Ron Hornaday's teammate. And
out of the race.
Chase just got a little bit loose. He was kind of in the middle. But look at Matt Crafton. You know he had nowhere to go. Look at that truck get up on 2 wheels.
Dennis Setzer also involved in that in the 75.
A.J. Allmendinger slipping by, and Darrell's truck there on the bottom. That Red Bull Toyota.
There's another view of it. He gets a little bit loose coming off of turn number 4, just past gate number 7.
That's when you know you're in trouble, when that thing hooks, Phil.
Yeah, watch him get up on 2 wheels. Actually, all 4 wheels off the ground. He makes a little bit of contact with Dennis Setzer. Dennis tries to avoid him, and in doing so, makes contact with Brendan Gaughan and puts him into the outside wall.
Chain reaction.
Right now, with all that confidence, just got out of his cup car. He knows
got one in the wall, Rusty.
Good.
Got a crash, turn 3. Caution is out. 55, Jamie Dick.
Everybody get her fired.
Here's Jamie Dick getting into turn 3. Like that tire was down.
Yeah. Had all the look of it, didn't it?
Yep.
And right now, Johnny Benson, the 3rd car back, the Valvoline car, is the leader. Oh! And Jimmy Johnson gets turned right in the front of Mark Martin. John Andretti in the crash.
Gordon just got bumped.
Jeff Gordon just got, I don't know how much damage.
Robbie Gordon just, Robbie basically just pulls Jimmy Johnson's rear wheels off. I mean, there was a lead up to that. And like I said, we don't know what caused it to begin with.
Yeah, that couldn't have been the first chapter of that story.
I mean, obviously those 2 guys were upset with each other for another reason, so we don't know all the facts. But NASCAR, you get the word, Alan?
Yeah, they're going to put that 31 number up on that little.
But he's got a guy that really wants to win right here, a points leader. I think he'd like to get a Darlington trophy.
And a couple of cars spinning around. Bobby Labonte, heavy contact with the front of the car into the concrete.
You okay?
Bobby puts the top of your screen there, his car a little sideways, and then there's contact with David Rudiman, and Labonte's car goes sailing, boom, head on into the concrete, the inside wall.
Well, it's a good thing that safer barrier is on the inside as well, because that was a hard impact.
Yeah, it's great that the tracks looked at that and NASCAR looked at that, and saw that is a trouble spot coming out of turn 4.